Okay, that's you. You seem very focused on working.
But up to 50% of your energy and focus is being taken away by this thing.
Let's talk about that device in your pocket, or your hand, your phone. It is, without a doubt, one of the most powerful tools ever invented. It connects us, informs us, entertains us. But let's be totally honest. Sometimes it feels like it's running our lives, right? So in this explainer, we're going to break down just how deep we're in, and then we're going to explore 5 real concrete strategies to help you take back control.
Okay, let's kick things off with a number. And this one might actually blow your mind a little bit. 2,617. Any idea what that is? That is the average number of times a person touches their phone every single day. And I'm not just talking about unlocking it, no, that's every tap, every swipe, every single interaction.
And all of that touching, well, it adds up. Which brings us to our next number, 3 hours and 15 minutes. That's how much time the average person spends on their phone daily. If you do the math, that's over 22 hours a week. Think about that for a second. That's almost an entire day every week just lost to a screen. Imagine what you could do with an extra day every single week.
Now, this slide really shows you just how compulsive this behavior gets. 50%, half of all the times we pick up our phones, happen within just 3 minutes of the last time we put it down. It's this rapid-fire, unconscious cycle of checking, closing, and then immediately checking again. This isn't just a habit, folks. This is a deeply, deeply ingrained loop. And all this constant use has some pretty staggering effects on our well-being. It actually reduces the quality of our real-life conversations, it messes with our memory, it completely disrupts our sleep, and it's even correlated with really serious health issues like obesity and depression. So this isn't just about wasting a little time, it's about our fundamental mental and physical health.
So, if the consequences are so obvious, why is it so ridiculously hard to stop? Well, here is the crucial point I really want you to hear. It is not entirely your fault. This is not about a lack of willpower. We are up against a massive, incredibly well-funded system that was intentionally designed to get us hooked.
And that system, it has a name, the attention economy. The business model is actually pretty simple, but it is incredibly powerful. Tech companies profit by capturing as much of your attention as they can and then selling that attention to advertisers. Your focus is their product. The longer they can keep you scrolling, the more money they make. Simple as that.
This quote from the author, Cal Newport, just nails it. He says, "People don't succumb to screens because they're lazy, but because billions of dollars have been invested to make this outcome inevitable." Let that sink in. Billions of dollars. You're not fighting a personal weakness here. You're in an arms race against the multi-billion-dollar industry. And they do this using a powerful psychological trick called intermittent positive reinforcement. Think of it exactly like a slot machine in Vegas. The unpredictable rewards, a like here, a new notification there, a retweet, it gives your brain a little hit of dopamine. This behavioral addiction is absolutely not an accident. It was built into these platforms from the ground up to keep you coming back for more.
So yeah, the system is designed to hook us. And that might sound a little bleak, but look, understanding the problem is always the first step to solving it. So now let's get to the good part, the practical stuff. We are going to walk through 5 powerful strategies to resist that pull and take back control of your life.
All right, here's our game plan. First, we're going to create some actual space between you and your phone. Second, we're going to make your phone way less appealing. Third, we're going to use technology against itself, which is kind of fun. Fourth, we'll try going on a digital diet. And finally, and maybe most importantly, we're going to replace mindless scrolling with high-quality leisure.
Okay, strategy number 1 is all about breaking that habit of constant access. The more you physically separate yourself from your phone, the more you build up that mental muscle to just ignore it, even when it's right there. It's all about setting clear physical boundaries.
So how do we do this? Simple things. First, get your phone out of the bedroom. Go buy a $5 alarm clock. When you get home from work, put your phone away in a drawer or a cabinet. Keep it off your desk when you're trying to focus. Try leaving it at home when you just have to run a quick errand. And finally, a big one. Do not look at your phone for the first hour of your day. It completely sets the tone for a more intentional, less reactive day. Okay, on to strategy number 2. If creating distance is the first step, the next step is to make the phone itself less stimulating. We have to actively work against that bright, colorful, exciting design that's meant to pull us in. The goal is to turn your phone from a vibrant little slot machine into a boring utilitarian tool.
Here's how you do it. Turn off every single notification that isn't from an actual human being. Then set your screen to grayscale. A black and white world is just way less exciting to our brains. Next, delete the time-wasting apps, especially social media. You can always check them on a computer. Use a long, annoying passcode instead of your face or thumb. And here's a weird but great one. Put a hairband or a rubber band around your phone. That tiny bit of physical resistance forces you to pause and ask, why am I even picking this up?
All right, strategy 3 might sound a little ironic, but it is one of the most effective ways to fight back. We're going to use technology against itself. There are tons of apps out there that are specifically designed to help you break this cycle of distraction. So instead of being the product, you use these tools to become the master of your own device. Let's look at a few types. You've got focus timers, like the app Forest. It gamifies your focus. You grow a virtual tree if you stay off your phone, but it dies if you leave the app. Pretty clever. Then there are app blockers, like Flipped or ScreenZen, which lets you completely lock yourself out of distracting apps for a set period. And finally, usage trackers, which are built into most phones now, help you set daily limits and see exactly where all that time is going.
Sometimes, the little changes just aren't enough. Our brains need a hard reset to break these really powerful habits. And that's where a digital diet comes in. It's about taking a deliberate, planned break from all the non-essential technology in your life to rediscover what it feels like to live with less digital noise.
There are 2 great ways to approach this. You can start with a weekly fast. Just pick one day a week, like a Saturday, and put your phone away. It's a fantastic starting point. For a more profound change, you can try the 30-day declutter. You take a full month off from all optional tech. Now, it's going to be hard at first for sure, but by the end, you'll have a completely clean slate, and you get to decide which technologies you want to let back in, but this time with real intent.
And that brings us to our final, and maybe the most crucial, strategy of all. If you successfully take away all that low-quality digital distraction, you create a void. There's empty time. The key to making this change last is to fill that void with something better. It's not just about what you stop doing, it's about what you start doing instead. So what is high-quality leisure? Well, it's the opposite of just passively consuming content. It means engaging in activities that are a little bit demanding, not just watching something. It's using your skills to produce something valuable in the real world. It's seeking out actual, structured social interactions. So instead of scrolling, you pick up a book, you learn to play the guitar, you go for a hike, you join a local club. These activities build real skills and provide a deep, lasting satisfaction that, let's be honest, a like can never, ever match.
So after all this, what's the end goal? It isn't to go back in time to a world before smartphones. That's impossible. The goal is to shift our relationship with our technology from one that's mindless and compulsive to one that's mindful and truly intentional.
And that really is the most critical point. This is not about demonizing technology. A smartphone is an amazing tool. The goal is to make sure you are the one in charge, to harness all of its benefits for your own goals without becoming a victim of its addictive design. It's about using the tool and not letting the tool use you.
This quote from Joshua Becker just sums it up perfectly. Learning how to use our smartphones effectively may be one of the most important life skills any of us can learn. And in our crazy, noisy digital world, he's absolutely right. Managing your own attention, that's a superpower. It's a fundamental skill you need for a focused, satisfying life. So I'll just leave you with this one final thought. The average person spends over 3 hours a day on their phone. If you reclaimed that time starting today, what would you do with it? What amazing things could you accomplish? What skills could you learn? What relationships would you deepen? What kind of life would you build? The choice is yours.